Has the recession, the shifting markets, I mean, dropping stock prices, the big C word, you know, Russia, has that stuff got you scared? Are you still needing to move here for whatever reason? Work, family, just change of scenery? Well, stick around. You're in for a treat. Help you save a couple dollars up front. We got 10 suburbs that qualify for 0 down USDA loan in the Wichita area. We're getting after it right now. Hey, do me a solid. Like, comment, subscribe. You got a question, reach out. I can't read your mind. Call, text, email, send the carrier pigeons. Whatever you got to do to get that question answered. I'm talking to people each and every day. I'm helping, and I love it. I might be a fit. I might not. At least you'll know. But plugs aside, we're getting after it right now. Got to jump to the old computer. So this is 10 suburbs around Wichita that qualify for the 0 down. Now keep in mind, this just affects your down payment. You're still going to be closing costs. You're going to still have to come up with money for earnest money, for inspections, for appraisals, what have you. This is just your down payment. Since it is 0 down, it is a government-backed loan. The conditions are going to be a little more strict compared to a conventional loan. This goes through 2 sets of underwriters, so your close time is going to be longer as well. Instead of 35 days, you're probably looking closer to 45 plus days. So that aside, jumping into it. So these last 2 for sure really surprised me just thinking about it. But we're going to jump into it right now. So number 1, Rose Hill, Kansas. And we'll show you the map itself after we go through the 10. But we've already talked on a lot of these suburbs already, so I won't drag it out. We'll just get to the point. Rose Hill. Everything's outlined, all that's qualifies. Now keep in mind, like I've already stated, condition is a thing you need to keep in mind. We're talking peeling paint, damaged screens, broken windows, anything safety, anything health related. These will be issues that could cause said home to not qualify. So, Rose Hill. Next, Mulvane. And we'll let you check the outline real quick. And that's everything within the city. We'll show you the website itself and give you an idea. Now, some of these spots are so close that it may or may not, but the website itself will let you put in the address, so it will let you know whether it qualifies or not. So, Mulvane. Number 3, Clearwater. Yeah, and like I was saying, these last 2 are going to surprise you. There's actually one that's not on the list that really surprised me, but we'll keep going. So, number 3. All right, so number 4, Goddard. This was one that really kind of surprised me a little bit. I mean, but hey, you know, you can get that zero down. Goddard's a great city. There's really no bad ones. Some are just a little bit better than others. Not steering you towards or away, but I hear a lot of good things about their schools. You're still fairly close to a lot of the really nice West Wichita shopping as well. So, but Goddard is number 3. Number 4, Colwich. Not a big surprise here. Not a big surprise at all. I'll be honest with you, I've been to Colwich a handful of times. I've shown maybe 2 or 3 houses in Colwich. But Colwich is number 4. Number 5, Valley Center. Valley Center. And one thing I will tell you, this has been a question I've had before with people interested in this loan type. It doesn't have to be on the outskirts of town. You can be in town and use these loans. So like, it's not just country or rural specific. So in these eligible cities, you know, you can be, you know, over here on Dexter or Abilene or Valley Park. You know, you could be in town is what I'm saying. And I've had that question asked a couple times, so I've just thrown it out there. But Park City is another one. And like I've stated before, it runs so close to Wichita, you really have to be paying attention the closer down to Wichita you get, because all of Wichita is ineligible. Wichita is not eligible, so some of those spots where you might think it's Park City, but it's actually Wichita, you want to be real specific. And that's where putting in the address is very helpful. Keachai, not a big surprise. Not a big surprise. Keachai. And we're down to the last 2. Like I said, we're not going to drag this out. The last 2. Number 9, it's going to be Mays. Mays. Mays is one of the smaller towns or suburbs, but they're growing so massively. I mean, and like I said, this kind of like with Keachai, you got to be real careful on. You really want to just make sure you do your homework and verify. But Mays qualifies for it, and I think that's one of the contributing factors to them growing. You know, great place. Can't say enough nice things. I know several teachers that work out there, and I hear nothing but good things about the schools. So, not steering. But anyways, number 10, the last one. This one here really, really surprised me. Number 10, that's Andover. Andover. Yes. Andover, Kansas. So, and yes, let's get that good red outline. That gives you an idea, you know, what the various towns, what all that covers. Gives you a good idea. I'll throw that one in there I was talking about. That really kind of surprised me. Obviously, Derby's ineligible. That's not surprising. But with the one that surprised me was, in fact, Hayesville. Hayesville is ineligible. Now, I obviously don't make the rules, but I could see Hayesville being an eligible town before I could see Andover or Mays personally. That's just my 2 cents, though. I mean, technically, I guess Hayesville does have more people than Mays. Last I checked, I don't think they have more people than Andover. But, you know, it's a good tool if you're able to use it right. Speaking of good tools, we'll switch on over to that right now. So this is, and I'll leave a link. So, off the bat, those old school legends. So this tannish color are going to be areas that are ineligible. So El Dorado, ineligible. Newton, ineligible. Hutchinson, Wichita. So zoom on in. And it's going to let you know. But as you see, you know, you have places like Park City, you know, how it borders. This spot's good, this spot's not good. If you're ever curious, I probably should have had a home picked out. Doesn't recognize my chicken peck. There we go. We'll just we'll pull one up real quick then. There we go. 500 Craig Street. Wow. Huh. Well, you got a place in question, one of two options. put the address in there. It'll tell you whether or not it's eligible. Or, like I just tried several times, it'll tell you, hey, is the address right? Maybe you should just manually check it. And it'll let you zoom in. Pretty close. So just keep in mind, keep yourself out of the tan and you're fine. And that's just on this side. That's not condition. I can't stress that enough. The property condition is going to be another thing to keep in mind. Also, like I stated previously, I can't stress this enough. It just covers your down payment. You still have closing cost. You still have earnest money. You still have inspection appraisal. So it's not 100% free. You know, it's this government program is through the USDA. It's their rural development loan. I'll leave this tool in the description. So, you know, maybe you have a home in question here, maybe in another state. This covers the whole United States. So maybe this is something for you. Maybe you got questions. Reach out. Maybe this wasn't helpful. I can tell you, if you're not military, then there's going to be only one more, and that would be your down payment assistance. It's like a grant. So there are options. And that's 10 suburbs that qualify for that zero down loan. Keep in mind, there's going to be catches to that. There's going to be, it is a government loan, so they are a little more strict. There are other drawbacks, so you got to make sure it makes sense for you. I'm going to give you the information to the website so you can type in the address yourself. Now keep in mind, like I said, the loans are stricter, so condition of the home is one of those items. If the home is not in suitable condition, I mean livable condition, and like with any other government loan, they are a lot more strict than a conventional loan. So that's one of those things that could stop a potential house from being eligible. So keep that in mind. Keep in mind there are other items. Since you are getting zero down, there are other fees that are in the loan. So just make sure you do your homework. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. If you got a question, reach out. I might be a fit, I might not be. At least you'll know. Until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.